Recruiter here to review your resumes. The resume we have up first is a software engineer intern, and this is a garbage resume. This person has stated that it takes them over 150 applications to get a single interview, and nothing is working for them to get an interview. So I'm here to roast this to cinders to let you know why this person is getting 0 interviews. So what do we need for a software engineer intern? And I want to let everybody know I do more than interns, but right now the software engineer market is completely cooked. So like 90% of the resumes sent to me are interns and software engineers, new grads, but I do more people. I do like accounting and HR and managers and all that other stuff. So what do we need for a software engineer intern? We need 4 things, which is what every single intern needs, and almost every single intern only does one of them, which is degree, the basic knowledge of the tech stack. So in this case, it would just be language, libraries, SQL, cloud, AI, object-oriented programming, the ability to work well with others, which none of them put on, and takes direction and criticism. I have helped plenty of interns get jobs, and when people use my methods, they get 1 interview per 7 application. Not just interns, but like full 10-year plus software devs and everybody else. So I know what I'm talking about in how to do this. And it sounds ridiculous, right? It sounds ridiculous that putting ability to work well with others and take direction and criticism is what you need, but interns need that. And almost every single intern resume fails to have that on it. And because of that, they get rejected left and right. You can have all the crazy tech you want. If you don't show how you can work well with others and take direction and criticism as an intern, you will get rejected. When you're applying for your first real job full time, you don't need that. But for interns, you need that. So I need to find 75% of this in qualification format, not keyword format. What is a keyword? A keyword is what the hiring team needs. In this case, it's the ability to work well with others, take direction and criticism, a basic knowledge of the tech stack, and the degree. That is what that is. But I am not hunting for that because I am not keyword hunting. I am qualification hunting. And a qualification is a keyword plus how you used it, plus why you used it that is understandable to a layman, plus where you used it. And if it's not what, how, why, where, it does not count. So, saying all that, let's see what I can and cannot find in 20 seconds, because that is the only amount of time that recruiters have to look at your resume. If we cannot find it in that amount of time, it is yeeted and deleted. So, 20 seconds on the clock. Let's see what this person is doing wrong, because they are definitely doing something wrong. And go. Formatting is atrocious. Oh, gosh. Okay, shipped a ride-sharing act with, okay, that cut, why does this matter? This doesn't matter. Reduced Firestore reads by what? Why? Increased user signups by 100%. Hot dog. 10-person agile team. Hot dog. Time. Yeah, I understand why this person's getting rejected. This is an awful resume. This is really, 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 really bad. This person is cooked. But they don't have to be. So, I have mentioned in this that this is a hot dog. What I mean by that is I want you to imagine that you go to a restaurant. The restaurant is called Headless Headhunters Hamburger Hut. And you go to Headless Headhunters Hamburger Hut and you say, "Hello, dear waiter. I would like 1 hamburger, please." And the waiter says, "All right, sure. That's what we sell. We sell hamburgers." So they go back to the back and they say, "All right, here is your hot dogs. I hope you enjoy them." And you'd be like, "Wait, this is Headless Headhunters Hamburger Hut. And you gave me hot dogs when I asked for a hamburger. Why did you do that?" And they said, "Well, a hot dog has meat like a hamburger. A hot dog has buns like a hamburger. A hot dog can have ketchup, mustard, pickles, just like a hamburger." So when you said, "I want a hamburger," what you really meant were these hot dogs. And I assure you, good sir, these are the best hot dogs you would ever have in your life. You would look at them like they were insane and you would walk away without paying because you did not want a hot dog. You wanted a hamburger. And it doesn't matter if hot dogs have meat like hamburgers. It doesn't matter if they have buns like hamburgers. They are not hamburgers. And hamburgers get you hired. So Firebase is a hot dog. React Native, I'd say React is a hamburger. TypeScript, hamburger. Next.js, hamburger. But Firestore, hot dog, completely irrelevant. In addition, I don't understand why you would do this. What do you mean you cut student ride costs by 81%? Why does that matter? It doesn't. It's a hot dog. In your resume, you do not want any numbers at all, with the exception of your dates of employment. My goodness, please have your dates of employment and your phone number. Please, for the love of everything that is holy, have your phone number on there. But unless it's your phone number or your dates of employment, software engineers do not want numbers. In fact, almost nobody wants numbers. The only exceptions are sales resumes need numbers. If you're in sales, you need to show numbers, and management resumes need to show it. So right now you have shown me that you cannot talk to a non-technical person, right? This is not, these are incomprehensible to non-technical people, and thus these are hot dogs and do not count. So none of this matters. Then we go down to here and reduced Firestore reads. I'm sorry, was that a part of the job description? Because I must have missed it, because it's not this. That is a hot dog. By 96%, nobody cares. Increase user signups by 100%. Okay, so you increased it from 1 to 2. Nobody cares. By clerk to OAuth, Google, again, doesn't matter. You know what I don't see? I don't see how you can work together with others. But Lee, they said let a 10-person. I'm not looking for leadership. That is like one of the biggest myths that I see, is every single intern tries to put leadership. And I don't know why these schools keep telling you to put leadership. Nobody's looking for leadership in an intern unless you're some finance interns want it. But everybody else besides them, I'm not looking for you leading. I'm looking for you working together with others. I'm looking for you following. You're not going to be put in charge of a 10-person team as an intern at Stripe. You're going to be told what to do and do the boring work, and you need to make sure that you can do it and not freak out, which is why they want to see that you can take direction and criticism. Let a 10-person team, again, I don't really care. That's a hot dog. To ship using TypeScript, JavaScript, TypeScript, React, Next.js is fine, and Stripe, but why did you do that? I don't know. That doesn't matter. You need to explain it in a non-technical way. Enabling door-to-door volunteer workflows. Why was workflows important? I don't know. This whole resume is garbage. Like, I cannot see that you've used the basics of a tech stack. Remember, I'm looking for the basics. I barely see the basics. I don't see SQL. I don't see cloud. I don't see object-oriented programming. I don't see that you can work well together with others. I don't see that you can take direction and criticism. You need to take this resume and you need to delete it, because there's nothing here that I can find. This is making me sad by reading it. And I don't like rejecting people. Like, I want to be clear. It's not like I enjoy rejecting people. No recruiter, well, there's probably like one recruiter that does because they're a psychopath, but no recruiter enjoys rejecting people. We don't look at this resume and go, haha, this fool, they have nothing we need. No, we don't. It's not what we enjoy. We don't like doing it. Every time we reject somebody is a time we're not filling the role. And that means, well, that's bad, because we want to fill the role faster. So you need to delete this entire resume and start again. This is what your resume needs to look like. It is clean, it is simple, it is boring, which is what we want. The amount of white space is a feature, not a bug. And this is how you do it. It is in the link below. So this resume completely fails as an internship resume because they do not show that they can work together with others and take direction and criticism. They focused on advanced tech stuff instead of basic tech stuff. They did not show me the non-technical reason they did what they did, and their formatting is awful. That is why this person is not getting any interviews, and what they need to fix to get a 1 in 7, which is what I get people. So that is it for this resume. Before we go to the next one, I just want to say, if you ever need more help with your resume, you can join my live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. PST on twitch.tv/headlessheadhunter and right here on YouTube. And to my members who get access to my videos early, thank you so much for your support. I could not do this without you. Your support keeps my channel's lights on, so thank you very much for your support. Again, if anybody wants to join, they can join in the link below and you get access to videos early, but thank you for letting me do what I do. Your support is valid so much. So thank you again to my members. And with that, let's go to the next resume. This is another internship resume. So we already know what we need. This person just said, I just made this resume, so we don't know their ratio. Can I get an internship after I graduate? And the answer is no, probably not. Typically, you will not be able to get an internship unless you are currently enrolled. Now, there are some like externships that I've heard of, but they're very, very rare because 90% of the internships you want or that are hiring are going to want you to have to be currently enrolled. So you will probably not be able to get an internship after you graduate. So 20 seconds is on the clock. We know exactly what we need. Let's see if this is good or garbage. We do not know because they just made it, and go. Okay, degree good. This is, I'll talk about in a second. This should be one line. Developed a full stack Android application with four-person team. Good, using Java, Spring Boot, Object-Oriented SQL, time in university labs. 1 second place among approximately 50 teams. This is a brag. You don't want to brag. Use Spring Boot RESTful to Android application to the backend. Live progress tracking. That's okay. And time. Okay, so first things first, never say willing to independently relocate. That is a red flag. Sadly, relocating is considered a red flag amongst recruiters and hiring managers because we've been burned too many times by people saying they will but don't. If you are planning on relocating, what you need to put is right below your name another little line, and it's just going to say moving to X by Y date, can move earlier if needed. So you will need to put moving to Texas by 2028, can move earlier if needed. That's just unfortunately how they do that. You need to state where you're moving to or else it does not count. So the other thing is this should be in one line. You should be able to put Martin State University and GPA in the same line here. This needs to be in the same line. I'll remove my little person. I like drawing and I'm terrible at it. So this should be in one line. Right here should be one line. Then developed a full stack Android application. I'd rather you switch this up. I'd rather you say developed a full stack Android app. In fact, I'd rather you just say developed a Android application. You don't need to tell me it's full stack. You need to show me using Java, Spring Boot, object-oriented programming, parentheses, OOP, and MySQL with a 4-person team to help save us time in our university labs. That is how you need to phrase it. And then this, remember, you do not want to brag. What is the purpose of this? This is a hot dog. 1 second place, cool. How does that help me decide if you were qualified? It doesn't. That's irrelevant. Used Spring Boot, you already mentioned it, and again, it should be comma, so I'd rather you say RESTful APIs. And WebSockets is a hot dog to connect Android applications to the back end. Again, this only has one keyword, and you want a minimum of 3, maximum of 6. Implemented MySQL on university cloud infrastructure. What cloud? What cloud? You can't just say cloud. Is it AWS? Is it GCP? I don't know. You did not tell me. On our AWS infrastructure and CI/CD pipelines, update, support, growth. Again, I like the Y. So this keyword needs to be here. So these 2 sentences should not exist because there's only one thing amongst all of them, right? And then the second one, you need to focus on what it actually is. And then used Git to issue boards, branches, teammates. Again, you actually gave me a good ability to work well with other ones up here. So you need to either remove the work well together ones from this and move it down to here or vice versa. But I do like the incorporated feedback from teammates. So I do like that. But the problem is this only has 2 keywords and I need 1. I need 3 minimum. Is GitLabs is 1 and incorporating feedback from teammates for week is the other. Because you already mentioned you worked with a 4-person team up above, which honestly, if you may just want to put the 4-person here. So you have a lot of fluff. Don't be afraid to remove the fluff. All right. And then develop modular software enabling non-technical. Yeah, I like that one. So this is not garbage, utter garbage, but there's definitely some tweaks that you can use to make it. But I will say once you graduate, you're not going to get any interns. The resume is not going to matter because again, it's just not how that works. You need to be enrolled in school. So otherwise, good job. I definitely see this coming along. Next, resume. this is a resume of a Python software engineer lead. This person is a staff engineer, so we're going to need a little bit more than the normal Python developer. What we need is Python, SQL, any of them, Docker, Cloud, RESTful APIs, or REST APIs, Git, CI/CD, and leadership. But when I'm looking for leadership, I am not looking for... Oh, my brain just stopped working. I'm not looking for took charge so much as how you taught others, how you guided the team, how you accomplished something with the people, right? So I want to see both your accomplishments and how others you have helped accomplish their stuff. I'm not really looking for hiring, firing, and performance reviews, but I am looking for the size of your team, how you help them, how they accomplish stuff, that kind of stuff. Then I need to break down to either ML, agentic, and its specific words, so like LangGraph or full stack. For JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and then nice to have is Fast API, Flask, or Django. This person is applying to not a ton of jobs. They have a 1 in 50, so this is an average resume, which is like a C-, so I'm expecting to find some of what I need, but not all of it. So 20 seconds is on the clock, and let's see what I can and cannot find. Go. Formatting. Ew. Directed and enterprise-wide control margins involving hot dog. That isn't, though. Establishing migration, automated validation tools. Why was that important? Provided technical leadership for multiple internal applications. Assembly engineering standard. This is good. I like that one. Architect and development of cloud. AWS is okay. Led the team through an end-to-end refactoring of ETL and a based AWS Python. Time. Yeah, you actually nailed some of these bullet point ones, of leadership, but I still need to see you. It's kind of weird making a staff engineer role because you're not just focused on you. You need to split it about 50-50 to about 80% you, 20% how you helped others. And the problem I have is this is almost entirely directed of how you helped others, which you did it right, because the second bullet point I really like, right? It tells me how you did it, tells me you did documentation, but where is Python? Why is it that I have to go down to this very small company down here until I first find my Python, and it's right here? Hiring is stack-based. Engineers do not like this, and I understand why, but it is stack-based, and you need to show the stack first. So where's the Python? All the way down there. Where's the cloud? I did see down here, which is why this is a really good bullet point. But where's the RESTful API or REST APIs? Where's SQL? Where's Docker? Where's the agentic stuff or the full stack stuff? Where's the Fast API, the Flask, or the Django? It's all the way down here. Why is it all the way down here? I need to see it in the first one as well. I like this. It just, again, the problem I have with this is, why did you lead them through a refactoring? What was the importance of a refactoring? I don't know. And in fact, you've had leadership experience, so this one you'll understand is, I need you to write your resume for stakeholders. I want you to write your resume for upper management, and you know exactly what that means. And this resume is not fully built for upper management. This line right here is not built for upper management. This should be, let a team using Python, SQL, AWS, and Git to refactor our on-premise data so our company could X and Y. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what am I doing. So your company could X and Y. Don't use Python here because you already said it above. Development of REST for integration with it. But why did you do this? You almost have two entirely different resumes. This one is only leadership based and is tailored mostly well. The first bullet point is bad because this doesn't count. But the second one is good because this is a good description of it. And then this gives some tech stuff, but not enough. While down here, you tell me almost nothing about the staff part, about leadership. But it's almost entirely focused on the coding, and you don't tell me the non-technical whys. So you need to bridge this gap and make both of these the same, because they're probably only going to go down to these 3 roles, because you've been there for about a year, and another one you've been there for a little bit over a year. So I need you to use this format. I need you to keep this second sentence. I need you to add a little bit more to this sentence down here in the third. I need you to rework the first one. And then I need you to, well, write why you did what you did on the second job, because I don't know what it is. And I still don't have all the stuff that I need. So add some of the tech to the first job, add a little bit more of the leadership and why you did it to the second one, and build them both for stakeholders, which I know you know what I mean. You know what I mean specifically, because you've done that. Next resume. This is a resume of a full stack software engineer with a C#.NET focus. So what do we need for a full stack software engineer? We need degree, TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. You need that. I don't care how boring or basic it is. You 1,000% need it. RESTful API or REST APIs, SQL, any cloud, AWS, GCP, or Azure. Backend, Python, C#.NET, or Java. React, React Native, Git or GitHub, CI/CD, Agile, DevOps, and then extra credit for all that other stuff. So this person stated, I am just wanting a new job, which is absolutely fine to have. So let's see. Do we know their ratio? We do not know their ratio. So this could be good. This could be bad. Who knows? We're about to find out. So 20 seconds on the clock. Boop. And let's begin. All right. Formatting's bad. Integrated the team software into a US microservice.NET backend React. Why did you do this? Developed and maintained a C#.NET with hot dog, not only to VM hot dog, and only not enough keywords. Microsoft SQL, hot dog, good Y though, and time. This is not the worst ever, but this is not very good. So first things first, formatting, use this formatting. Second off is, where's TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS? You said full stack. I don't see anything involving a full stack. There's no full stack that I see here. Yeah, where is any of the full stack? Integrated the team software into US Mission Force platform of microservices, has .NET, React, Docker, Kubernetes, and PostgreSQL, but in CI/CD. But why did you do it? Why did you integrate it? I don't know. You didn't tell me. And again, I need to see in the very first bullet point for a full stack is TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. If it is not in the very first bullet point, I will not probably move you forward. Second, your bullet points are scattered so much. I'd rather you said built a mission critical platform for the US Army, used TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, .NET, React and PostgreSQL to build a mission-critical U.S. Air Force platform, so we could X and Y. And then down here, you would have C#.NET, which we'd already have, but WPF is a hot dog. Modernized legacy code doesn't really matter. Again, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog. Then this, which is only one, but you already mentioned it earlier, so you don't need to do it. So hot dog, hot dog, hot dog. But this is a good Y. I like this as a non-technical Y. I want you to put stuff like this, as customers can pull the same data into their own workflows instead of re-entering it by hand. That's a phenomenal Y. The problem is you mentioned nothing else. Like, you've been there for 3 years. Why do I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bullet points? I don't need that many. I need about 4. You can condense all of this to probably about 3 to 4 bullet points. And even then, I'm missing TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. I am missing RESTful APIs. I am missing... Am I missing React? No, I'm not missing React. I am missing Git or GitHub. I am missing Agile. I'm missing DevOps. I'm missing Cloud. I need you to go back and add those things, because there's about 8 bullet points with about 2.5 worth of content, and that's just not going to work. So if you've only done it in your projects, then that's a little bit different. but I would recommend then at least shrinking this even more so they can at least go to your projects. But right now, it's 8 bullet points with about 2.5 worth of content. I need more, and you need to fix the resume, the formatting. Next, resume. This is a resume of a software engineer intern. So we already know what we want. This person wants banking, fintech, and makes 6 figures as a new grad. You probably won't make 6 figures as a new grad unless you're in San Fran, unless you're in a very high cost of living area. It's just new grads don't really make that much money often. Even when the market was good, you would probably get close to about like 85 to 95K as a new grad in like LA in 2015. So while salaries have increased a little bit since then, you're unlikely to get 6 figures as a new grad. There are going to be some exceptions, but you're going to get those 6 figures after about 2+ years. But again, it really depends on your area. If you're in rural Ohio, no. If you said you're in Florida, maybe if you're in Miami, you might be able to. But like if you're making 100K as a new grad, your rent is going to be 60K. Like that's unfortunately just how it's going to work. Except for again, some very specific niche industries within new grads, but like actuaries probably could do it. So let's see if this is good or garbage. We do not know their ratio, but they wanted me to roast them as much as I could. So 20 seconds is on the clock. And go. Okay, perfect, good. Built a node, TypeScript, webhook, pipeline that runs intercom conversation Zendesk. Okay, good. Worked with 3 engineers on Stripe integration for action. Rigid code to prevent duplicate charges. Perfect. Led the backend development for a buy-sell app using Claude development while using SQL RESTful API. Okay, and then put a new full stack fintech platform for the user according to. I kind of like that. I don't care about time. There's some good, there's some bad here. Your formatting is a little off. There should be 1 additional space here. Like there's 2 spaces here. And then here it would look clearer. And then down here there should be 1 additional space. Because if you notice, this has 2 spaces and not 1. That will help the readability a lot. The second thing is, I don't know if I'm really missing much. I think this is pretty good. I think it's still, I think I still want a little bit more in the first one. Like, let's see, what am I missing here? I feel like I still want a little bit more in the first bullet point, but this one I like, React, Stripe, but the problem is React is a keyword, Stripe isn't. This does show, so this is 3. That's what I'm doing is, this is 3. And then led the backend for a buy-sell using Claude Code and a Streamlit event with Supabase. This one is a little wordy. This is the one I have a problem with. This is a little wordy. I don't need Supabase, just say SQL permissions, RESTful API, and then this one only has 2. This is the one I have a problem with, which is the third one. And the formatting is a little off. Is SQL is what I'm looking for. RESTful APIs is good, but you already had AI earlier, and there's nothing else. So there's only 2 keywords for this. And then why does this matter? I don't know why lead routing matters. Like, I would have preferred you put in cloud here, or maybe put in, let's see, like JavaScript, HTML, or CSS, right? Like, I really want to see just a little bit more in this third bullet point. But if you fix the formatting, I think it's solid. And then we go here, and 350 users is good. I don't, because it's a project, but I don't care about via organic distribution. That means nothing. This means nothing. The 350 users is fine. But my other problem with this is it only really has 2, right? 2 things is OP and C++. And while it's fine to say with 350 users, because that's the volume of users and one of the few numbers you can do, is it's not a keyword itself. It's not a hot dog either. It's just, it gives context to what you've built. So this only has 2, this has 2. And then I'd prefer you put Python up here too. Like, why don't you say designed a Python prototype with C++ and object-oriented programming that grew into a... And don't just tell me full stack. State the stack. Stop saying this is a full stack and start saying this is TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. This is React, right? So I want Python to be up here, and I want you to kind of reword this. And then I want to know what the actual stack is. And then this only has one. This has 4, so this is good. But this doesn't tell me why you did what you did. So again, this is not like an awful, disgusting resume, burn it alive, but it's... I hope you never burn anything alive. That's terrifying. But it needs a little bit of work, right? Like this is like a C- to a C+, and I really want to take it to a A+, you know? So it's not the worst, it's not the best, but you do need to remember there should be a space here, space here, space here, and then the formatting will be fine. And then I just want a little bit more of the actual qualifications in there. And a little bit more about why you did it. Some bullet points are good, some are bad. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. If you ever need more help, you can join my live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. PST on twitch.tv/headlessheadhunter and right here on YouTube. And to all of my members who get access to my videos early, thank you so much for your support. I could not keep the channel going without your support. Your support lets me keep doing what I'm doing, so thank you so much. If anybody wants to join, they can join in the link below. But that'll be it for this video. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next video. Later.